All right, everybody, for those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Forrest, and welcome to It's Shark Time. Now, before we get going, if I can ask you guys not to send me any text messages while I'm up here, because, you can, if you're up here and you're presenting and stuff, you get this text message, it's like hitting a wall, but it's a wall of text, really, and it could really throw you off. So I'd really appreciate it if you could hold that kind of stuff off until the end of the event. Even better, the best way to reach us is by joining our Discord. You'll find the address on this beam right here. Also, if I can ask you guys to stay in the audience section, please, because there's a lot of large and dangerous sea creatures moving through the Ravenhall Aquadrome today. And even more dangerous than that is our moderators. We don't want to see anybody get hurt like that. They don't like it when somebody comes up on the stage uninvited. So if you hang out in that audience section there, that would be very helpful. Now, I've hosted about 450 events in Altspace. And in that time, the question I've been asked the most is, why are we here? I get the question all the time. And so much so that we kind of make fun of it. I mean, it's a reasonable question. Sometimes people don't read the event description. They come into the space and they're like, what am I doing down here at the bottom of the ocean? What's going on? Right. So it's a reasonable question, but we hear it so much that we joke around about it. And I thought it would be fun to have an event where we turn the tables and we ask that question to the audience. But, I'm going to give you guys a hint. The answer is right down here. All right. So everybody, why are we here?
Feed shark.
There we go. Very cool. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And listen, this event is still, like, we consider it a preview event because we are still working on it. We are still developing it. We don't feel like it's ready to be featured yet. And as we make improvements, we want to be able to share it with everybody, as we, and so we can all watch it grow together. That said, though, there are going to be, certain kind of, problems with the performance here. And we are going to do our best to put on a good show for you. But if we have any of these kind of errors and stuff, we want to just thank you in advance for your patience. And so thank you so much for that. And that's how we're going to be doing it. All right, now you're going to notice at the top of your menu wheel is a microphone icon. When that microphone icon is clear, that means we can hear everything happening in your environment, and I do mean everything. So what we're going to do is we've gone ahead and we've turned that to red, and that means that you're muted, and that means we can hear what's happening in your environment. So if somebody comes in your space and says, "Hey, are you still on that thing?" You feel free to answer them because we're not going to hear that. Right. Likewise, if maybe you got a barking dogfish in the background, you're not going to face social ruin. You're back at the surface, by become known as the avatar that started, barking at the bottom of the sea. Right. Now I host about 10 events a week in Altspace, and that's a lot. And nobody ever stops and asks me, why do you do this, Michael Forrest? Why do you push yourself so hard? What drives you, man? And the reason is, well, I have the awesome responsibility of having to take care of my friends. I'm going to bring my friends out so you can meet them. All right, we've got my friends Melvin, and we've got Buster, and we've got Fang, and they need to eat, and they eat a lot, right? And they're super excited to meet all of you. They really are. And you may have seen me wander around Altspace trying to work on this problem because I've been finding ways to feed them. That's why I came up with this event, because they were getting real skinny, and I was real concerned. And you might have seen me in the campfire, I'm, walking along all sad, going, how do I feed my friends? How do I feed my friends? And then one day, I heard an admin say that Altspace users would do absolutely anything for a world building kit. All right, and I heard this and I walked right up to the admin and I looked them right in the eye and I said, anything? Really? So I got right to work. I started mastering the ways of Unity. I learned about, the Unity uploader, and we assembled a year's worth of kits and prizes to give away as prizes for this event. Because listen, I know it's not enough to expect you guys to want to be a hero, to want to save the environment one shark at a time. No. You guys need some kind of motivation, right? So for today and for the preview events, we're going to be giving away this Ravenhall Events coffee mug. And we're hoping now we are going to be changing these prizes out as we develop the event. So check back regularly, and as we update them. But for now, you're going to be able to use this mug in your home space, in your event spaces, in your world building. You don't even have to use it as a mug. Maybe you can, use it as a hat. Maybe you can hold an event in there called Inside the Mug with Michael Forrest. I would go to that event. I would. All right, now, but I'm hoping you're going to want this mug, and I'm hoping you're going to want it bad enough to want to be a contestant on our show. And the way you can be a contestant on our show is if you approach the railing here, you're going to see in front of my podium here, you're going to see my friend and co-host Sharky. Now, when you aim at Sharky's nose, you should get a spinning target. If you don't, you may need to re-enter the space or restart Altspace. But if you squeeze your trigger on that spinning target there, you're going to have a text prompt appear in the air in front of you. And there you can enter your Altspace username, not your display name, but this is the name that you log into Altspace with. That's really important because that's how we distribute our prizes. All right. And that'll help out an awful lot. So you go ahead and you fill that out and you can be a contestant on the show. All right. Now you are going to notice let's see, a raise hand button appear as if by magic in your lower right. It's true. That's what magic looks like in VR. Right. And when you press that, you're going to you see that it turns blue. Once it turns blue, you're all set to go. You're in the system. You're all taken care of there. That's all you need to do. All right. And so you just, and also make sure that, I'm getting a message and my voice is choppy. All right, everybody. This can happen sometimes in here, so I'm going to try to re-enter the space, see if that clears it up. Hang on, everybody. But go ahead and just press that raise hand button, and we'll be right back as I clear my voice out here and get that taken care of better. Here we go. Let's see. General, here we go.
Wait, so how do I enter
If you'd like to be a contestant on today's show, please look for the spinning target as you hover over the small shark in the pool's nose. His name is Sharky. There you will enter your username, not your display name. That's the name you used to log into Altspace with. And then you'll become registered in our system. If you're having trouble getting a target, just please re-enter. If that doesn't work, just restart the app. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I'm back. I got to get back on stage, though. All right, this is what I trained for, everybody. Just stand clear a moment here while I run and do the jump here. All right, here we go. Excellent. All right, now you may have, let's see, I should have mentioned before, all right, because what just happened with my voice being choppy, right? Just because you're muted doesn't mean you can't express yourself. You're going to notice in your menu where you've got that pink cheek smiley face there, and when you click on that, it gives you a wide variety of options with which to express yourself, right? I'll leave it to you to choose which one is best, but if I could, I'd like to reserve this one. This is by far the most distracting of all the emojis, and we're going to use this as kind of a signal. All right. So, like, if something goes wrong, like you notice the roof is leaking, that's the kind of thing I'm going to want to know about. Or if the voice gets choppy. And listen, if I only see one hand go up, I'm probably going to keep on going because it might be somebody messing around. Or, hey, it might just be you. Right. But, but if I see 5 of them going up at one time, I know there's an issue I'm going to need to address. Let's see, I'm seeing 2 of them. Is my voice choppy again? Morgan, is my voice clear?
Your voice is fine.
All right, you guys are just testing it out then, probably. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. We do have 2 people on the list here. We don't have more than that. Come on, you guys don't want to help me feed a shark? What's up with that? All right, well, press that raise hand button if you're into it and you want to give it a shot. In the meantime, we're gonna have up Melanie. All right, we got some more. We got Dave 9121. Right, we've got Melanie, and let's see. We've also got Sinister here. Let's try that. All right, gotta get all these buttons set here. All right, very cool. All right, so you guys, you want to make sure you don't unmute yourself and you can keep your microphone open. All right, I'm going to extend these bridges and only the people I called up come up, okay? All right, and wait for the bridges to fully extend. You don't want anyone falling here. All right, so now you come on up here, and if you have to recenter, do so now, because if you do it on stage, you're going to get thrown back in the audience. It'll be very awkward for everybody. All right, let's see. We've got Sinister up here. We've also got Dave, and we've got, let's see here. Can't read that. There we go. Melly. All right, cool. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to pull back these bridges now. All right, and so this way you guys can't escape. And let me ask you, Dave, how long have you been around Altspace for?
It's like my second time here.
Your second time? Oh, I feel so bad. You didn't get to see anything. That's so sad. Okay. Let's see, Sinister. How long have you been around Altspace for?
For like a week.
For a week? Oh, you too. You're still fresh. Okay. How about you, Melly? How long have you been around Altspace?
It's been a while, but I keep
Been a
forgetting
while.
stuff though.
Have you ever seen anything like this before, Melly?
No.
Oh, cool. All right, why don't you guys join me by coming up this ramp here, right? And when up at the very top here, and you're going to notice that there's these yellow X's up here. Now, why don't everybody pick out a yellow X to stand on? All right, get comfortable. All right, now once you're on the yellow X, you can recenter yourself, and just get comfortable up here on a yellow X that's all your own. Now, you're going to notice a consent button right in front of you. You go ahead and press that consent button. All right, that would be super helpful. Let's see how you did. I press that consent button. Uh-oh. Melly, you forgot to check in with Sharky. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay. I did say, everybody. I was really clear. Yeah, I checked in with Sharky first. Didn't I say that? All right, Melly, I see you coming in back. Why don't you press on Sharky's nose and put the username in there? Let's get everybody else ready to go here. Let's see how we did. All right. Looks like Dave and Sinister are all checked into the system. All right. So, Melly, if you'd like to be a contestant, just go ahead and put your username in. I click the Sharky's nose there. All right. Let me extend the bridges here. All right, I'm getting another message that my voice is going again. All right, it's going to be one of those days. All right, Melly, you get checked in with the system. And in the meantime, while we wait, Sinister and Dave, maybe you guys can figure out which one of you tastes better. Or maybe what wine would go best with you. I'll be right back as I re-enter the space to clear that voice out right now. Here we go.
We're just experiencing a minor technical difficulty. It'll only be a moment. Thank you for your patience. When our host returns, he'll extend the bridges, and then we'll get situated for round one. Thank you.
If it's okay, somebody can replace me.
Okay, here we go.
You don't want to play?
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
gonna bounce out.
I don't have button
She's-
push here. I gotta actually
Yeah,
restart.
I'm
But Melly,
bouncing
what happened? You couldn't press the
Well,
buttons on Shark
I'm working with one arm here, so
with one arm.
I
I
gotta
tell you
bounce
what.
out. Yeah.
Listen, let me restart here, and as soon as I get back, we'll work around it. We'll be able to take you. Don't worry, okay? Well, I'll lend you my name. It'll work out fine. All right. So hang on, everybody. Just a moment here. Let's see. I'm gonna restart the app. That's the second layer of escalation.
I've gone ahead and unmuted everybody for your convenience. This shouldn't be too long. Thank you for your patience.
Thanks.
What's up?
I'm stoked about this game. I just can't wait. This is gonna be so much fun. So much anticipation now. It's like makes this whole
He's gonna
world
feed
so
us to the
fun.
sharks.
Oh, somebody.
Everyone gets a chance to vote, so it depends on how you answer. So if everyone likes your vote, or everyone likes your answer and votes for you, you may not be fed to a shark.
Oh,
What is this game about? Can someone explain me?
Who is asking?
How do you feel about being fed
Me.
to a shark?
Purple Gusher. Purple Gusher.
at least he would
Hopefully
get
that took
fed.
care of it.
Good
Okay,
answer.
here we
Good
go,
answer.
everybody. All right, sorry about the
Ah,
delays,
so
everybody.
fast.
This can sometimes happen in here. We're still getting some of the stuff worked out. All right, now let's see. Where did Melly go? Melly, all right, let's have you up here. I'm going to extend these bridges, Melly, and bring you up here.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, so wait for the bridges to fully extend there. And, then there we go. And then come on up here. Go stand up there again, but don't press the consent button this time. We don't want you to get refed to a shark before it's time. All right. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loan you my name, right? This way you'll be able to play. All right. So here we go. I'm going to check you into the system there. All right. There we are. Okay. Excellent. Now, what we're going to do, right, is listen, I realize being on stage, can make you a little nervous. So what we're going to do is going to raise up these glass enclosures to make you feel safe, secure, and comfortable. All right. Now, and just a friendly reminder, any attempts to escape is going to immediately disqualify you from our event. Okay. Just a friendly reminder. All right. Now, the way this is going to work here, let me just bring these bridges back here. The way this is going to work is that we're going to ask you guys a question. All right. And now the audience fate is pretty much in their hands, right? What's going to happen is, we're going to ask you a question and they'll be able to vote. So let's say that Melly has a really great answer. Contestant number one, and you really like it. It's really great. What you can do is press on the nameplate where it says Michael Forrest, and you'll see the number goes up, right? So you can vote on your favorite contestant. But let's say that, contestant number two, Sinister, has a much better answer, and you're like, oh, why did I vote for Millie, right? Well, what you can do is press on Sinister's nameplate just below her, right there, and as soon as you press on that, the numbers will adjust, and you can change your vote at any time until we lock in the votes. All right? So that's what we're going to do. All right, and let's start with you, Millie. All right. Now, last
Okay.
Shark Time, where we learned about a group of orcas, commonly known as killer whales, right? We learned about a group of them that were going up and down the west coast of Europe, and they were targeting sailing yachts, and they would ram into the rudders, and they would actually break the rudders off, and then if that wasn't enough, they would spin the boat around to face the shore. Now, I said that orcas were jerks, and we got some complaints about that. We said that, they said that we misunderstood the orcas. They said we didn't understand what they meant. Maybe they meant something else. So I figured I'd ask you guys. All right, so contestant number one, Millie, what do you think the orcas could have meant by doing that? Like, what were they trying to say?
I don't know much about them. They're beautiful creatures, but maybe my hypothesis is that they are guarding their area. Maybe
Wow,
that's a
that's a good one.
feeding zone
Good
for
answer.
them.
And you said
Yeah.
hypothesis, and that's great because Melvin really likes brain food. That's cool. All right, here we go. All right, now, contestant number 2, Sinister. Let me ask you, why do you think the orcas did this?
I think the orcas wanted more plastic because they
Yeah.
wanted to build their like undersea houses.
Oh, wow. So building materials, it wasn't personal. They just
Yeah.
needed supplies. That's pretty plausible. I like that one. All right, if you like Sinister's answer, just click on Sinister's nameplate there. If you have any troubles voting, you may need to re-enter the space or restart the app. That can help. All right. All right, now let's see. Now, contestant number 3, Dave, 9121. Why do you think the orcas did this?
Can you repeat
All
the
right,
statement?
let's see, Dave. There you go. Now, what you say?
Can you
Didn't
repeat
catch
the
that.
statement, please?
Wait a minute, I didn't catch that, Dave. Could you say that again?
1 second, 1 second. Can you
Okay,
repeat the statement, please?
Okay, repeat
Yeah.
the statement. We had a bunch of orcas that were attacking yachts, breaking their rudders, right? And we wanted to know, and then they would turn the boat around to make it face land, and we're wondering what they could have meant by that. What do you think?
So what they could have meant by that? I think they're intelligent enough that they realize that humans actually are affecting the world, and
Oh, wow.
therefore they're sort of taking out some of their anger on it.
Okay,
So they do
there you
understand
go.
it.
All right.
So,
Very thoughtful answer there. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to lock in our votes, all right? So everybody get your votes in while you can, because I'm going to count down from 3, from 2, from 1. And now the voting is closed. So let's see how we did. All right, it looks like, Dave, actually, wait a minute. No, we don't really have a clear winner here. All right, so listen, you guys are going to advance to the next round. That's great news. All right, so we're going to go into round 2. All right, and you'll notice that our contestants' nameplates have changed color, and this is because they've already survived 1 round. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to ask you guys a question. All right, and our audience is going to be able to vote on which contestant they like best. All right, so let's see how we did here. Let's see here. Let's see. Now the next question, right, is I was outside the Ravenhall Aquadrome as I am between shows. I put on all the scuba gear and all that stuff, and I got to clean the glass every time. It's a real chore. I don't like doing it. If you notice the glass is a little spotty today, let me tell you what happened. I was out there and I was cleaning the glass, and well, I had this barracuda that came up to me and it kept trying to bite me, right? And I just wondered, Dave, what's this problem? Do you know, like why you had been doing that? Kept following me around.
well, I think
All right, you might be muted, Dave. Let me check the panel here. All right, let's see. Let's see, Dave. No, you're still on microphone. Oh wait, no, you're muted. There we go. All right, there we go, Dave. You should be back now.
Okay, you can
You
hear
want to
me
keep
now,
the
yeah.
microphone open?
So I
Yeah,
was
I can hear you
saying,
now.
I think just because you're in his territory, that's why. So I think you're just in his area, so he's just gonna attack you.
Oh,
if
like
you
it
do
was a
that.
territorial type thing. Okay, well, if you like
Yeah.
Dave's answer, go ahead and click on Dave's nameplate just below Dave. All right, now Sinister, how about you? This barracuda kept coming up to me, kept harassing me, wasn't letting me do my job. So if the glass is dirty, everybody, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. All right, but Sinister, what do you think he was trying to do? Like, why did he keep trying to bite me? He wouldn't leave me alone.
Well, he didn't want you to clean the glass because he was trying to come up for just a little nibble. He heard it tasted just like root beer, and he didn't
Oh,
want anyone
okay.
to watch.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. All right. Well, if you like Sinister's answer, go ahead and press on Sinister's nameplate. And we're going to move to contestant number 1, Melly. Let me ask you, why was this barracuda coming up and harassing me all the time? I mean, what's his problem?
I'm gonna have to go along with the guy at the number 3 guy because I believe that barracudas are territorial and they are aggressive.
Wow.
So if
Okay.
you're anywhere near them messing with them, they're gonna be around you. Can I ask you a question?
All right. Oh,
Were
sure.
you feeding the barracuda? Or do you
No,
feed
I
that
was just cleaning
barracuda?
the glass. I was just
Yeah, I
wiping
would
it
have to
down. I was
say
minding my own business.
aggressive and
Yeah.
territorial as well.
Wow.
I can't.
Okay. Well,
I mean, that's
all
the
right.
best answer too.
I like that one. Yeah. So if you like Millie's answer, go ahead and click on her nameplate there. All right. Now we are going to be locking our votes in. All right. So we're going to lock them in 3, in 2, in 1, and now the voting is closed. Let's see how we did. All right. Let's see. Oh, Dave, let me ask you something. Do you have anybody like we should contact? You know, considering what's about to happen. Oh, maybe you muted yourself again. Let's give you a chance here. Let's see. All right, Dave, you're gonna want to leave that microphone open. There we go, Dave. All right.
Yeah.
So you got anyone we should
Yeah,
contact?
so I got my girlfriend Anna you can contact.
Okay, good. We'll work on it. Listen, I've been told that it helps a lot if you scream on your way out. But the good news is you're going to get to meet my friend Fang. All right. So here we go. Right now, you're going to meet my friend Fang. Here we go. Right now. There it is. All right, everybody, listen. I know what that looks like. Okay, I am aware. I have been told. All right. And you know what? It's not what it looks like. All right. The admins, when we first, started this event, they expressed some concern about that particular effect that you just saw. And let me assure you, that is just seasoning. That's all that is, all right? And the reason that we have to add that in, because listen, most Altspace Avatars, well, they're delicious. But some of them have these green name tags above their head, right? And, well, it gives them this horrible, like, kind of a nasty, minty aftertaste, right? So we got to throw that seasoning in just to make it a little bit easier for my friends. And that's all that is. If you're at the campfire and you're talking about what a nice time you had at Shark Time, you be sure to tell everybody that that's just seasoning. We don't use that B word. I don't know what anyone's talking about saying it looks like that. We just got to remember, as important as it is to feed a shark, that's just seasoning, okay? All right, as long as we're clear on that. That's very important. All right, now we're going to move in now until our third round here, all right? And as we do so, listen, you may have noticed when you came in the lobby, there was a sign up for Patreon, right? That's because we're trying to raise money for new equipment so that we can put on more interactive experiences like this. But not only that, we joke around a lot about, feeding a shark, right? But, in the real world, we're trying to save a shark. All right. So, a portion of what we collect is going to be going to the Bimini Shark Lab. They raise awareness for shark finning and, some of the environmental challenges that are facing our sharks in our oceans today. All right. So that's that. All right. Now, let's also, if you're watching out on YouTube, you can find links to all this stuff in the description below. Like we have this, coffee campaign going. You'll see an address right there. And if you guys who are remaining, if you want to feel VR famous, go ahead and wave on out to Ravenhall, and you'll be going out on YouTube in a couple weeks. All right. And if, and listen, just subscribing to the channel really helps us out, if you want to help support us. All right. Now let's go into our third round. All right. Now, as we move into our third round, all right, keep in mind that we've had Sharky going around to some of our other events. You might have seen him on stage with me. Right. And, we've been showing him around. He's been learning a lot about the surface world. And, he's, become aware of, we've got Halloween coming up. Right. And, he's coming back. He's telling everybody about it. Like, you see that blue whale that keeps going by? The blue whale is going to be dressing up as a haunted cruise ship. It's going to be epic. It's going to be really awesome. Right? And the manta ray that's flying by wants to be like an angel or bird. I don't know. I wasn't really listening. But Sharky, he wants to do it right. It's going to be his first Halloween. Right? So, Sinister, contestant number 2. What do you think Sharky, dress up as for Halloween?
What is Sharky going to be for Halloween? I think he's going to be a baby shark because he's so cute.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. All right, good. Somebody that likes Sharky. That's good. All right, so if you like Sinister's answer, go ahead and press Sinister's nameplate right there. And let's go to contestant number 1 and ask you, what do you think Sharky should dress up as for Halloween?
I don't know. Maybe he should dress up as an alternate shark, like a hammerhead.
Oh, wow. Like a different type of shark. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I like that. All right, everybody. Listen, now what we're going to do, all right, is I want you guys to take a chance to think about this. All right, because we're almost at the end here. We got to see how we're going to make out. Now, Sinister, if you would, all right, tell our audience why you think you deserve to live more than Melly.
I deserve to live because I really love Sharky.
There you go. All right, cool. And Melly, how about you? Why do you deserve to live more than Sinister?
Well, I deserve to live more than Sinister because I love Sharky more.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
no,
it's funny you love Sharky more. Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's let our audience
I don't taste
decide.
very good.
All right, we're going to lock in our votes now in 3, in 2, in 1, and now the voting is closed. Let's see how we did. All right. Well, it looks like, wow. Okay. Good. And we got time for this too. We guys are going to go into what we call our sudden death round. And my friends hope it's very sudden. All right, let's see here. So this way we can settle it. All right, we're going to settle the score here. Let's get this all straightened out here and prepare our next question for you. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Now, let's see. Let's see. We've got to call this up here. All right, now listen, this is just a mental exercise. It's like a hypothetical. All right, not that I'm planning on doing this in any way, but I was just wondering, Millie, if circumstances were to arise where you would plan an attack on the campfire in Altspace, how exactly would you do it? Hypothetically, not that anyone would do that.
Hypothetically, I have a brilliant plan. I would go and grab the wand, and then I would go and
Yeah.
take the fireworks, and then I would shoot them out the end of the wand.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Or
Good.
up
All
in the
right. That's
sky.
good.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Now,
That's
Sinister,
my
how about you? If it came down to it, how would you attack the campfire?
Since I love Sharky, I would
Yeah.
flood the campfire, turn everything into an ocean, and help have Sharky sick him.
Well, I hadn't thought about a water attack before. That's brilliant. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well,
yeah.
if anybody likes those answers, just go ahead and click on the contestant you like the most. All right. Now we're going to lock in the votes again. All right. So make sure you get your vote in there. All right. And what we're going to do now is we're going to lock in these votes. I'm going to count down from 3, from 2, from 1, and now the voting is now closed. Let's see how we did. All right. Let's take a look here. Well, it looks like Melly, you have any plans later?
No. Just
No.
shark
Okay.
bait.
Well, that's good. All right, cool. Well, good news. You are going to meet my friend Melvin. All right. And just as a reminder, it
Okay.
can really help the process if you scream on your way out. All right.
I
Here we
sure
go.
will.
All right. Here we go. There we go. We're going to go meet Melvin now. There it is. All right. Now remember, everybody, if you came in late, that's not what it looks like. That's just seasoning. Okay. All right. As long as we're clear on that point. And it does look like we have a winner. It looks like Sinister is going to be our winner today. So I'm going to take down this glass enclosure. And Sinister, if you come down here and join me in front of this mug here, we can get your picture taken so that can go out on our Twitter. And we're going to be doing that. And, so you just stand in front of there. And when I count down from 3, I'm just going to want you to yell out shark time when we take your picture. Okay. Just get set up in front of that mug right there.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. All right. Okay. So here we go. All right. That's good. Let's see. All right. Let's get you set up here. All right. And now in 3, in 2, in 1, say shark time.
Shark time.
All right, cool. All right, awesome. Cool. Good picture. That came out nice. All right, everybody. Now listen, what we typically do at the end of our events is we take everybody flying at the Ravenhall Flight Academy. We've got these ships that you can fly around in, these aircrafts. It's a lot of fun. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a portal in the very back there, right out in the airlock area just past the lobby. All right, and I'm going to extend these bridges here. And go head on out, get a little bit of theme music going. And listen, if you guys are going to be around on Wednesday, come check us out because we're going to do this again at 6:30 Eastern. All right, so thanks for coming, everybody. You've been a great audience. I'll see you at the Academy. Let's go, everybody. All right, see you next time. Thanks.